Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if it's not your first time here, thanks so much for coming back. So today, I'm gonna be doing kind of like a full face of Unearthly Cosmetics. I've got a bunch of new products from them. I've also got some old products. I wanna give you the rundown on what I think is worth it from the brand, what I think maybe is worth passing on. Spoiler alert, not too much. They are one of my favorite indie brands. I picked up recently their relaunched Dead of Night palette with the smaller pans and reformulated shimmers. I picked up one of their new Lowlight Multichrome highlighters. This one is in the shade Spellbinding. It is wearing all these on my face, obviously. This is the look you're gonna see me get. I also tried out their new liquid eyeliner pen, and I throw in some other things as well to give you my opinions on them, things that I've used a lot, things that I know very well. I do have an affiliate code with the brand. It is Rachel, and it does save you 10% off on anything on their website. So thank you so much if you do use my affiliate code. I really appreciate it. And as I'm going through this, I want to hear your thoughts on the brand. Have you never tried anything from the brand? Have you tried a lot from the brand? And if you have, what are your favorite things from Unearthly? I would love to know. I want to hear from you down in the comments. Everything in today's video I will link down in the description box below, what I'm using from Unearthly as well as other products that I use off camera. And this video is not sponsored, and everything that you see I bought with my own money. I'm not on their PR list. And if you enjoy this while you're watching it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. All right, we're gonna start off with the eyes. And let me tell you, Unearthly Cosmetics has one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas, especially their matte shades. I find that they're so like that perfect in between, not too pigmented, not sheer, blendable. They've got a million palettes, so you can probably find a color store you like. But I'm really excited to try out the new Dead of Night palette. This was a palette that came out at the end of last year, but it has been reformulated. And I did speak to the owner just through DMs and ask, are the shimmers reformulated? And she said, yes, they have the same ingredients, but they're reformulated, which makes me think maybe there's just different ratios. They've also made smaller pans in the palette as well. This looks absolutely gorgeous. I love how this is packaged. It has its own little box. If you've ever gotten one of their mystery boxes, it's a mini version where it's got that magnetic closure. You open it up and the palette is inside, and it has its own unit carton, which is really glossy, so maybe difficult to see, sorry. So that's what it looks like. Same graphic on the front. And here is the color story. It is so beautiful. Blues, purples, greens, deep. Nighttime, dead of night. Listen, it makes sense. I've swatched a few of the shimmer shades, and I will tell you just from feel, they feel very, very creamy. In the past, I always really liked Unearthly's shimmer formula, but sometimes they can be a little more gritty. These ones feel very smooth, but they still have that sparkle. So I'm so excited to use this on my eyes. If you are new here, I do teach ballroom dancing, and I am doing a performance tonight, so we're going dramatic. We are going dramatic tonight. Unearthly Cosmetics has a bunch of eye brushes. They used to sell them as a set, but as of right now, when I just looked on their website, they're not sold as a set. They're just sold as individuals, but their brushes are great. They're really, really nice. They are synthetic, but they're soft. I like the shapes. These are the only ones that are semi-clean right now of mine. My favorite brush that I actually bought a double of is the UC 8-7. It is just like a small blending brush. I love me a blending brush, and this one is perfect for just like blending out that crease shade. It's not super fluffy, but it is fluffy enough that it does kind of diffuse the product really nicely. I'm gonna first go in with the shade Sweet Dreams, this like really pretty lilac purple. I have already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I'm gonna use that brush that I mentioned, and I'm going to put this through my crease. Well, that was really easy to use, pigmented, blendable, no complaints. Now I'm gonna go into the UC 8-5, and I'm gonna go into the shade Dimness, this really pretty deeper purple. I'm just gonna place this lower in the crease and the outer corner. I'm just going back in with Sweet Dreams on that first 8-7 brush just to blend out the edges a little bit. I'm wondering if I add the shade Bedtime, this navy blue, just to like the very, very outer corner if it's gonna add any depth at all. I'm not sure. Let's give it a shot. So I'm gonna take a mostly clean UC 8-4 brush, taking Bedtime, and just placing that on the lowest part of my outer V. Yeah, I think that did something. It added a little blue to the look. And this is a matte with sparkle, like a sequin shade, but it really reads mostly as a matte, especially if you tap off your brush. All of the shimmer shades in here look so beautiful, but the one Nightfall, this like gunmetal gray, is just calling to me. It just is calling to me. So I think I have to do it. I'm gonna put on the NYX glitter primer all over my lid. Unearthly Cosmetics does have what's called a Glimmer Grasp, which is pretty similar to this. I've not personally used it, but I have seen other creators use it, and they say it performs pretty similarly. The upside, I think, to the Unearthly Cosmetics version is that it is vegan. This one is not vegan, so if that's something that matters to you, you should check out the Unearthly one. Of course, I will link it down below with everything else. I'm gonna go into Nightfall just with my finger, and I'm gonna place that on the lid. It feels extremely creamy. Love that. Ooh, that is so pretty. Another product I wanted to mention that I'm not using today, but is still available. My plan for today is I was going to do like pretty much a rundown of every single Unearthly Cosmetics product that I have, that I've used, but so many things are no longer available on their website. So I'm not sure what's going on, if they're like revamping things or whatever, but I will talk about things that are still available, and I might mention things that aren't here and there, but this is still available. This is the Not in the Mood palette, and this is a water activated liner palette where you've got a bunch of different shades. I've been having a good time with this, playing with it a little bit. Listen, I'm no like makeup artist. I am not that creative, but I have been having fun using this and testing it out. I really do recommend this if you are looking to just kind of play around with water activated eyeliners. It's got pretty much every shade that you could ever want, and they do offer a brush. Oh, right here, I have it. This is the UC 8-11 and is a tiny itty bitty little liner brush. So I have been using this as well. I've been spraying my brush with setting spray and then dipping into the color and then using it to create graphic liner. It's been nice. It's easy to use. I don't really have any problems with either the brush or the palette. I have been having fun using it. Something that is brand new to their line, which I'm so excited about, is their liquid eyeliner pen. It comes in this unit carton that has like red smoke in the background, and then on the inside you have the pen with their logo kind of like holographically printed. And it is a brush tip applicator. And it looks like I'm gonna be able to get a really fine line with this. I'm very excited. I am someone who does winged liner a lot, okay? I am stuck back in 2016. I just like winged eyeliner. So I am going to try to attempt to make a wing with this. I'll probably do one on camera and then one off camera because it's hard. It's hard to do it on camera. And I am gonna be using my handy dandy hand mirror that I use all the time. If you watch my videos, you know I use this all the time. It is so cool. I feel like a gothic princess, like back in the day. I feel like somebody would use this in their like lair, you know? And I love displaying this on my shelves. I just put it face down on my shelves, and I think it's just like a really pretty piece. It is a little bit on the heavy side, but I don't find it to be too heavy. Like, I don't have a problem holding it. So, okay, let's give this a shot. Okay, so I made just like the outline of a wing here. I'm gonna have to go off camera to like keep it going, but so far the glide factor has been good. I haven't had any issues. It feels pretty liquidy, so I hope it dries down to be pretty matte. Because it's so liquidy, it is easy to glide over my eye, which I appreciate at age 36, okay? I don't have the smoothest eyelids anymore. I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
So I went off camera. I obviously put on some face makeup, and I completed my wings with the liquid eyeliner, and I had no issues at all whatsoever. very glidey, very easy to use. I kind of did have to go over a couple of spots, a couple of times to get like the ultimate opaqueness, but very easy to use. And I am going to be, like I said, dancing later, so I will pop something up on the screen to let you know if it lasted throughout the entire night for me. So yeah. Now I put on foundation, concealer, powder, and bronzer and brows because Unearthly doesn't have any of those products yet. Hopefully they do end up getting them. And then I wanted to talk about their blushes, but I went onto their website and they don't have their blushes up anymore, which makes me really sad because their blushes are really good. I have a couple of blushes from their sleepover collection that came in these little compacts. They're like really pretty pink ones. And then I have a couple of their single blushes, which these are so good. They're my favorite kind of blush where they're a matte blush, but they have a little bit of glow to them. So I have Bloom and Tangy. Bloom's here, Tangy's here. Very beautiful warm tone blushes. Unfortunately, like I said, they're not available, but I'm still gonna pop on some blush anyway. And I actually think I'm gonna go with this more cool toned one. This is Cherub from the Sleepover collection. Just a really pretty pink blush. By the way, everything else that I have on my face that I did off camera, I will link down in the description box if you're curious. And Unearthly Cosmetics has had highlighters in the past. I do have one of their single highlighters, which is more of your standard powder highlighter, but really beautiful. This one is in the shade Golden, and it is just this like white gold, really beautiful, smooth, but can be built up to blinding highlighter. It's not available anymore, so I'm not gonna go on and on about it. They also have one of my favorite liquid highlighter formulas. This is in the shade Bask. It is like a duochrome highlighter from pink to yellow, but again, these aren't available anymore, which makes me so sad. So they did just come out with new highlighters, so I'm very excited to give this a shot. I bought one of them. So this is the Lowlight Highlighter Single. I have mine in the shade Spellbinding. Unearthly Cosmetics has in the past had a low light highlighter palette, which was designed for more medium to deeper skin tones. They have like a darker base to them. So she did decide to come out with a few singles, and she decided to package them in singles because she said that they were going to be very pricey to put in a palette. And I think it makes sense to do singles because then you can pick and choose which ones you want. So the one that I picked is Spellbinding. It does retail for $32. There are two other shifty ones as well. And then there is one that is called Twilight that is more of like a translucent base with a sparkle to it that is retailing for $15. So this is the only one I picked up. It is a pink to a yellow gold to a green. So kind of almost like Bask, but it's got a green. I did swatch this outside and oh my goodness, it looks absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I believe this is magnetic, so I could potentially pop it out and put it in like a magnetic palette if I wanted to, but I'll probably just keep it in this. So, okay, I'm very excited. I'm just gonna take this Wet n Wild highlighter brush. Oh, I'm gonna turn the light down.
12 seconds later.
I hope that helps you to see it. Wow, is that beautiful? That is stunning. Wow, that on the eyes too would be so beautiful. I just want to dust this all over my face, which is what I'm doing. Wow. That is so beautiful. Now, it definitely is sparkly. Like there is a sparkle to it. So if you don't like sparkle, if you want just like a very, very smooth highlighter, this is probably not for you. I mean, it's not subtle. Like we're trying to be seen out here with this highlighter on, which I love. I love. Oh. Wow. Let's finish up the eyes really quick. I'm going to take a flat definer brush. I'm going to go into the shade Murk, which is this like bluish green, the deepest shade in the palette. And I'm going to put it on the brush and spray it and push this up against my lower lash line. I'm going to take this little pencil brush from Unearthly. It is the UC8-6. And I'm going to go into Dimness, that darker purple that we used earlier, and just smudge that up against that lower lash line. I'm going to take this little tiny fluffy brush from Alamar Cosmetics, and I'm going to go into Sweet Dreams, that lightest purple that we used earlier, and just blend out the bottom lash line. Okay, so now let's talk about lip products from Unearthly. So they used to have matte liquid lipsticks, but again, those are gone from their website. So I'm assuming that they are discontinued permanently or not permanently, who knows? But that's okay. That was probably my least favorite lip formula from the brand. Not because it was a bad formula, just because I don't tend to reach for matte liquid lipsticks. They're like my least favorite formula to reach for in general, unless the color is super bold. Like I have a black from them, I have like this cool tone purple, and I also have a green. And these ones were in one of the mystery boxes, the Halloween mystery box. So for a matte liquid lipstick, they're fine. Like they don't dry out the lips or anything like that, but they do definitely dry down completely to a matte finish. And then the satin liquid lipsticks, I have a few of these. These also came in another one of the mystery boxes, and I really love the packaging with the snow globe. These are a liquid lipstick that don't dry down completely. They do have a little bit more of a tack to them. They're comfortable, they are opaque. The 3 colors that I have are not available because they are from a mystery box, but they have plenty of colors on their website. And I do like this formula. I think it's a really nice formula. I would have to say my favorite lip formula from the brand though are their glosses. Same kind of packaging with the snow globe, but these are gray ombre. I have the shades Drizzle and Zest. I'm gonna put on Drizzle, which is the more nude color. And then Zest is an orange with a sparkle to it, but it's a very fine sparkle. You almost can't see it. And the orange is more of like a jelly color. It's a slight tint. It's not super opaque, which is my favorite kind. Like somewhat opaque, but not like overly opaque, but not totally sheer where it's like, why did I even buy this color? I've already lined my lips with the NYX Slim Lip Pencil in Natural, by the way. This color is just stunning. Right up my alley, like a warm nude. The smell is very pleasant with these. They're sweet, but they're not like overly scented. Once they're on my lips, I really can't smell them anymore. And they're a very comfortable gloss. They're like balmy almost. They're not sticky at all. They feel like a lip balm. Pretty much that's how they feel to me. So this color, Drizzle, love. And then I would have to say one of my most favorite products from the brand are their eyelashes. These are my current favorite eyelashes. Honestly, they're so incredibly easy to use. They have so many styles. They're very affordable. I really hope she doesn't discontinue them. I'll be honestly so upset. And I did just recently place an order to re-up on my false lashes from the brand, and I forgot to buy my favorite pair. How did I forget? My favorite pair are the style Intangible. I will pop up a picture on the screen. They are just like the perfect long wispy lash. They're not too heavy. They look good with lighter eye looks. They look good with more dramatic eye looks. They're just perfect. They give more length than they do volume, so they don't like weigh my eyes down. They're just perfect. You can wear them over and over again. The band forms to my eye perfectly. They're really great. I have a couple other styles that I really like as well. I have the style Mystic, which is a little more dramatic. They are shorter on the inner corner and longer on the outer corner, so they end up giving you that cat eye effect. Love these. And then also I have the style Boundless, which is kind of similar to Mystic, but Mystic, it's more like the lengths are uniform, and these ones in Boundless, there's more like long pieces with shorter pieces, so it gives a little more volume. Absolutely love both of these styles so much. I do already have a pair of Boundless ones open, so I'm gonna put those ones on and save these ones for a rainy day. But I would say if you are new to lashes, or even if you're not new to lashes, these are my favorite. These are my favorite lashes, honestly. Okay, and this is the finished look. What do you think? I think it came out really pretty. So I lied. I actually had extra of Mystic. So I'm wearing the Mystic lashes right now. Everything still stands. They're magnificent lashes. They're incredibly easy to put on. Let me give you my thoughts on the new products. So the eyeshadow palette was beautiful. I really don't have any complaints at all. The mattes feel the same good quality mattes that are pigmented, blendable. They show up true to pan. They don't give fallout or anything like that. No complaints at all. The shimmer that I used on the lid definitely feels very creamy, which I think in most of the Unearthly palettes that I've tried in the past, they feel creamier than those. So love how it came out. The eyeliner, I kind of already told you my thoughts on the eyeliner. I think it's really nice. I'm gonna continue to use it. And by the way, all of these new products will end up in future videos. This isn't a review, it's just like a first impression. And then this highlighter steals the show for me. It is absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. That's all I have to say about it. Okay, and now I want to hear from you. Have you tried Unearthly Cosmetics before? If you have, what are some of your favorite products from the brand? I would love to know. Have you picked up any of their new stuff lately? I did pick up their new Don't Be Jelly palette, but it does not ship until May 2nd. So as soon as it gets to me, I will do a multiple looks video with it. But yes, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing before you leave. I do upload videos weekly, both beauty and fashion videos, and I would love to see you back on my channel again. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.